3D printed body armor. Does it work? Today we're gonna find out. I had a friend who got a 3D printer and he said, hey, I wanna print some 3D targets. I wanna see what these things can withstand from a bullet. So I'm gonna print you some. So I have 4 different printed targets that are each printed a different way. They have a different infill. So this orange one is a PETG. That's the material that was used to print triangular infill. Took 7 hours to make. It weighs 8.8 ounces. This purple one, pretty cool looking. PLA gyroid infill. Print time 8 hours and 45 minutes. This weighs 10.3 ounces. So I'm starting with the Ruger 1022. I have 32 grain hollow point CCI stingers in here. I'm going to shoot one into the orange one and one into the purple one. Those just went right through. I don't know if you can see the inside structure at all. Kind of not really. 22 is a pretty small hole. Although that exit hole is a lot bigger than the entrance. All right, well, that didn't quite do what I was expecting. I have 2 more targets to try. So this target here is a full infill PLA. Oh my goodness, check that out. That's a big, took a big chunk out of there in that exit. It just fell apart. The first half of this was a failed print. So he did another print and stuck them together. So it may be a little compromised because it had a failed print. But this other one here is a mystery. He didn't tell me what it was. But it still didn't care. 22 still went straight through. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought at least one of these would have stopped at 22, but they didn't. Now I'm curious how these are going to handle some slower rounds. Next up, I have a 115 grain full metal jacket 9mm. So this PETG triangular infill didn't stand a chance to a 9mm. And this PLA gyroid infill also did not stand a chance to 9mm. However, look at the backside here. The exit holes on the gyroid are very similar to the entrance holes. They're not expanding much. Whereas the PETG, the triangular infill, that's got a pretty good exit hole there compared to the entrance. All right, the full infill and the mystery target. And this solid infill, that one's, look at all the strands. That's kind of cool. Wow, that 22 entrance hole is like nothing. But look at the backside. That just shredded each layer, pushed each layer apart. That's kind of cool. You can see each singular printed layer. And then in this mystery one, what the heck? I can't tell how that's printed. Kind of cool. I put a little bigger exit hole than the entrance hole. Oh, uh-oh. This failed print one, that's the solid infill, is splitting apart. Because this one failed and didn't continue, or maybe this one failed. This kind of got a weird print on it. Now they're starting to separate, but hopefully they stay together for the other rounds I have. I have one more round that's actually slower than this. Next up, 45 ACP 230 grain FMJs. Wow, I am shooting high. There we go. So This one is very bulletproof. The bullets just go around it. It has a force field. Somehow I missed twice, and then I grazed the top of it, which still did a bit of damage, and oh, it split it apart completely. Whoa! Look at that! That's a lot of damage inside there. It kind of, like it turned it to powder and pushed it all down there. Still did quite a bit of damage up there, though, where it did hit. And this one, this mystery, yeah, it kind of mangled that, didn't it? I still would not trust 3D printed body armor to save my life. The other two targets were the 45 ACP 230 grain full metal jackets. That one hit pretty high. And it went in and it went out. This one, so this gyroid infill seems to be holding together better. The exit hole is not expanding much. It's staying pretty tight all the way through. Now let's see what this one did through the 2x. Oh my goodness. Woo! 45 ACP packs a heck of a punch even through lumber. It still did a crazy amount of damage, actually.
A really good view of the infill.
Yeah, so this is the triangular infill. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. The backside didn't do much because this was actually the exit of the 2x4, so this was an exit hole. This was also an exit hole, but it didn't do too much because it already went through that. So.
And it had a piece of wood behind it.
And it had a piece of wood behind it, so this couldn't push out. But
did the 45 go all the way through the back wood?
Yeah, it did. Check this out. The 45 ACP went through both 2x4s and the plastic, and well, it's in there somewhere. Even though I had a little poor shot placement, the 45 still doesn't care about anything. The Lord's caliber. Ruger MPR 5.56, 62 grain green tips. So I would expect a 5.56 to be a clean hole, and it looks like it is. This is the triangular infill and the gyroid infill, PLA. This one, I'm actually still impressed with. The exit hole on this gyroid fill is still just holding together. This is, the way this one's printed seems to just be holding its structure pretty well. It's not like expanding and splitting on any of these rounds. I'm actually quite impressed. The triangular infill doesn't seem to be doing a very good job at stopping or slowing anything down or really maintaining its shape. It's just kind of falling apart. I'm curious if the gyroid infill, if it was like a full infill or a little tighter, I wonder if that would stop a bullet, because it's doing actually a pretty good job now. It's not stopping anything, but it's maintaining its shape very well. Huh. That one actually held together pretty well on that time. It still went through it, but the expansion's not like these. Like the 9mm and the 45. Those just crumbled apart. The 5.56 is just so fast, it just poked right through it. Same with Mr. Mystery. The 5.56 just went straight through. And this one's not, that one didn't expand with the 5.56. Just because the 5.56 is just so fast, it doesn't care about much stuff. It's a small bullet, but it's going so fast, it just zips through everything. And the green tips are I'm shooting are armor piercing, so they don't really expand much. They just cut through everything. 30-06. All right. So 30-06. There's a reason that we love it for hunting so much. Man, this full infill is kind of crazy. It's so dense, but it's like, I mean, you can see it pushing it through. Like, it's not really crumbling, it's just kind of dragging it. It's kind of cool. And then this one, must be this one. That was a 5.56. This is a 30-06. Oh. Okay, those are very close together. Should have shot it over there. Anyway, that's 5.56. This is a 30-06. Still doesn't care. Now let's see what that gyro does with a 30-06, because that has been holding its form very well. Let's see if the 30-06 can finally deform it. That one was too far to the right. I gotta shoot the orange one again. So, that was my first 30-06 round. I was too far to the right. Oh, that's good. That's good for the camera. Now you can actually see how it's built there. That's kind of cool. And so then my second 30-06 shot was here on the orange, and that just went straight through on this triangular infill. Again, slightly bigger exit. This one's actually pushed out more than the others. Like, you can see it pushed out. These ones just put holes in it, but that one actually kind of started to take it with it. Now the gyroid. That was this one. My goodness, this gyroid is impressive. I've said it every single time I've shot it, I know, but it's still impressive. Look, it hasn't really expanded at all. I mean, it did slightly, because that's what happens when you shoot things, but the exit hole's barely bigger than the entrance hole still. So if you're trying to print something with a 3D printer, I guess, and you don't want it to lose its shape ever, a gyroid type infill is very good. It's good at holding together. It doesn't really seem to separate much. Now, how does a gyroid infill hold up to a 12 gauge? That's going to look really cool in the slow-mo. The wad went with it and put 2 holes. So this is where the bullet, so that was the bullet, I'm pretty sure, and that was the wad. Or was that the bullet? I don't know. There you go. That's a good shot. Oh, look at that. Woo! But again, it didn't deform from the entrance hole. It still held its shape. I mean, it's a 12 gauge, so it did an incredible amount of damage, but the gyroid is still holding tight to itself. It's impressive. Whereas this triangular infill, this just turned to dust. So this was the actual bullet. That was the wad. Man, 12 gauge wads are impressive. It's like getting hit twice. Little seasoning for my hamburger.
Yummy.
Hi! Oh my goodness. Now you can see the infill really well. I don't know if you already did. But Oh, 12 gauge. So, the 3D printed stuff, it's still kind of holding together. It hasn't like actually like exploded and split apart. Like it's still in one piece, kind of.
It matches your suit.
I'm so impressed with this gyroid. Man, let's see if a solid PLA infill will stop a 12 gauge. It won't. My hat. .12 gauge slugs in a short barrel. So this must be where the wad hit, because there's no exit hole. It still did enough to break it though, man. So this is the slug. Holy cow. The back side of this, yeah. Again, 12 gauge don't care, as I've said in all of my videos every time I've shot a 12 gauge. A 12 gauge has no care in the world. And Mr. Mystery, they got a pretty good exit hole. It's like a beehive kind of, like a honeycomb style maybe. No, it's not. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty neat. So I determined today that 3D printed body armor does not work, will not save your life. Well, maybe if the stuff was like a lot thicker. This stuff's about 2 inches that I was shooting, well, 1.5 inches, most of it. The gyroid infill seemed to actually hold up the best out of all of them. It maintained its shape very well. It didn't like expand or separate much. It really just kept its shape, which is really impressive actually. So the gyroid impressed me the most today. The full PLA print, it did soak up a lot of that energy, but the backside still just blew right apart. And also because it was a failed print, it kind of separated, but let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Were you expecting it to do better, the 3D printed material, against bullets? I kind of was. I didn't know what to expect. It's really hard to stop a bullet, for one, but I kind of thought that they would do better. None of them really did great. We didn't stop anything, but let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If you liked the video, give it a like. Thank you for watching episode 1 of Christmas in July. We're doing a video every single day from today until July 25th for Christmas in July. So come back tomorrow. I'm getting bugged. We're bugged. Come back tomorrow for the next episode of Christmas in July. Subscribe for more and shoot straight and keep the fire going.